Our story begins at the prestigious Honnuji Academy, which apparently has a dress code stricter than my grandma's Sunday church attire. Meet our protagonist, Ryoko Matoi, a transfer student who has a bone to pick with this school's Iron Fist regime. Host, armed with her optimistic attitude and a mysterious scissor blade, Ryoko storms into campus, expecting some honest answers, but little does she know, this place is like a fashion-forward boot camp from hell. As Ryoko steps foot inside, she's instantly met by the school elite, the 4 Heavenly Kings, and boy, let me tell you, these guys have style. We have Gamaguri, a walking mountain with an appetite for punishment. Inmuta, a human encyclopedia of data. Sanashiyama, who's apparently just one crazy eye away from being a pirate. And finally, Nonon, the conductor of this insane ensemble. Ryoko, being the rebellious spirit that she is, decides to take on Gamaguri in a battle of strength. It's like David fighting Goliath, except Goliath is wearing an absurd amount of armored fabric. And let's just say, our little David has a few tricks up her sleeve, or should I say, her scissor blade. Ryoko's scissor blade, which looks like it was designed by Edward Scissorhands on steroids, transforms into an incredibly revealing yet empowering outfit named Senketsu. I've seen bikinis more modest than this, but hey, who am I to judge fashion choices? And so we witness an epic clash between Gamaguri and Ryoko, with speed, strength, and a high dose of comedy. I mean, did anyone else catch Gamaguri using a flagpole as a weapon while reciting traffic rules? Talk about multitasking. Just when it seems like Ryoko might meet her match, Senketsu enhances her strength with some kind of cosmic energy. I mean, forget pre-workout powder. This clothing has got you covered. It's like wearing a supersuited version of Spanx. But as the fight comes to a close, our plucky heroine is dealt a surprising blow. Satsuki Kiryuin, the student council president and resident ice queen, shows up with one clapping motion and knocks out Ryuko's newfound confidence. Talk about a buzzkill, Satsuki. Ryoko has an epic battle against the intimidating boxing club leader, Katsuki Bakuzan, but don't let his buff appearance fool you. He's a pretty big dork who's obsessed with his muscles. Ryoko gives Katsuki a whooping with her newfound Senketsu outfit, which is fueled by, wait for it, her blood. Yeah, pretty gross, but also kinda awesome, right? Hold on, there's another important character we meet here, the pink-haired, ultra-perky Meiko Mankanshoku, who unintentionally brings every ounce of comedy to this show. She's the underdog, always cheering for Ryoko, and providing some much-needed absurdity and laughter in this dark and intense story. The clash between Ryoko and the tennis club captain, Omiko Hakodate, is exhilarating. It's like watching an intense match with impossible tennis skills and flying rocket-powered balls. Not exactly your typical after-school club meeting, right? Ah, Meiko, the light in this dark world. Watching her effortlessly cheer Ryoko up and win us over with her ridiculously funny expressions is just heartwarming. Who needs therapy when you have a bubbly, nonsensical best friend like her? Okay, I can't hold it in anymore. I have to talk about the superhero landing, or should I say, villain landing. Gamaguri's dramatic entrance and subsequent face-slapping of his subordinates are just the icing on the cake of this episode. And just when we think we're done, Satsuki reveals that she knows a thing or two about Ryoko's missing father and throws an enigmatic challenge her way. In the shadows, we catch a glimpse of a mysterious organization plotting something big. Their leader, Aikuru Mikasuji, a nudist teacher at Honnuji Academy, holds a fragment of the scissors blade, the weapon Ryoko seeks as her main clue regarding her father's death. Back in Honnuji Academy, we learn that Aikuru Mikasuji is affiliated with an underground resistance group called Nudist Beach, which opposes Satsuki and her oppressive regime. It is revealed that the Goku Goku uniforms are made from the same material as the Kamui, mysterious garments that grant their wearers extraordinary abilities. Aikuru is determined to expose Satsuki's true intentions with these uniforms. We are also introduced to Satsuki's Elite Four powerful students who lead different clubs and possess Goku uniforms of their own. This group consists of Uzu Sanashiyama, Kendo Club Captain, Ira Gamaguri, Disciplinary Committee Chair, Nonon Jakuzure, Band Club President, and Huka Inuta, Information and Strategy Committee Chair. Each member is fiercely loyal to Satsuki and has a unique fighting style that makes them formidable opponents. The episode concludes with Ryoko vowing to uncover Satsuki's secrets and find the truth behind her father's death. She gains a clear understanding of the challenges ahead as she must face not only Satsuki, but also her Elite Four and the rest of the Honnuji Academy students. The stage is set for the next battle, and Ryoko is determined to succeed. Later on, we are introduced to a new character, Naiko Oguri, aka Meiko's little brother. Now, this kid has some serious fashion sense going on. He's got an afro for days, but don't let his stylish appearance fool you, because this guy is a genius. Ryuko and Meiko's friendship quickly shifts into mentorship when it turns out he knows a thing or two about the secret society ruling their school, the Student Council. Hold up! Did I mention these guys have their own Transformers? Yeah, you heard me right. They have these extravagant, oversized suits called Goku uniforms that give them superhuman powers. It's like they're ready to take on an army of Titans or something. Anyway, to fit in, Ryoko needs her own Goku uniform. Lucky for her, Meiko's brother has some connections, and they end up heading to Nudist Beach. That's right, Nudist Beach, which is a secret resistance organization. But here's the catch. They're all fighters who wear nothing but towels. Talk about a unique dress code. But jokes aside, they meet a crazy scientist named Aikuro Mikisuji, who gives Senketsu a major upgrade. Seriously, this uniform never ceases to amaze me. It transforms into an even more revealing outfit that allows Ryoko to tap into her hidden powers. You know, because nothing says power like fashion that barely covers your butt. Ryoko continues her quest to find her father's killer. This time, our girl finds herself facing off against the formidable tennis club captain, Omiko Hakodote, aka the Queen of Spin. Now, Omiko might seem like your typical high school tennis captain, but don't let that fool you. Her skills are no joke. She spins and twirls like a whirlwind, making it nearly impossible for anyone to return one of her powerful shots. Oh, and did I mention she has an army of tennis club lackeys at her disposal? Yeah, things are about to get interesting. Enter Ryoko, who's determined to prove that she can take on anyone who stands in her way. Armed with her trusty scissor blade and her signature confidence, she confronts Omiko on the tennis court, ready to show her who the real queen of the game is. And what ensues is nothing short of a hilarious and action-packed tennis showdown for all ages. As Ryoko desperately tries to keep up with Omiko's insane spin shots, we're treated to some over-the-top sports anime tropes, complete with slow-motion shots, exaggerated reactions, and dramatic monologues. At one point, Ryoko tries to counter Omiko's spin by using her scissor blades as a makeshift tennis racket. Let me tell you, folks, this sight alone is worth the price of admission. It's like watching Wimbledon on steroids. But just when it seems like Ryoko might have the upper hand, Omiko reveals her secret weapon, a personalized tennis racket made from the finest fibers of Goku uniforms. Talk about playing dirty! Ryoko, not one to back down, pushes herself to the limit, matching Omiko's intensity shot for shot. With each swing of her scissor blade, she manages to break through the spinning madness, sending shock waves through the crowd. And just when we think our girl might be down for the count, Ryoko pulls off the most unbelievable move. With a well-timed scissor blade strike, she returns Omiko's most powerful shot with a bang, sending her spiraling away aka defeated. And that, my friends, is how you dominate a tennis match while looking fabulous in your battle outfit. Ryoko decides to confront the Takarada family, who seem to be behind all the chaos at school, and as always, she's accompanied by her loyal and somewhat sassy outfit, Senketsu. The battle begins, and Ryoko is out to prove she's no pushover. She faces off against the debt collector Takarada, who tries to crush our heroine with the power of money. But hey, Ryoko's got her own currency, determination. During the intense fight, Meiko steps in, perhaps inspired by a momentary lapse of sanity, and attempts to negotiate peace. Meiko, my dear, it's a war zone. Peace is not on the menu. Ryoko unleashes her furious fury, overpowering Takarada and his debt with her sheer willpower. It's like the ultimate showdown between capitalism and pure badassery. Guess who wins? Moving on, we find ourselves in the bustling school festival. Think bright lights, funfair games, and wacky performances. It's like your typical school event, but on a caffeine overdose. Ryoko, accompanied by the ever-energetic Meiko, explores all the wonderful attractions. From the karaoke contests to the art showcases, they cover it all. But folks, we need to address the elephant in the room. That incredible, hyperactive penguin mascot. I think this show just reached peak randomness. Now folks, forget about your worries because it's time for some good old gambling action. I guess school festivals are all about taking risky bets, right? Ryoko shows off her daring spirit by playing some intense gambling games. Las Vegas, eat your heart out, baby. Ryoko's luck seems to be running as high as her scissors because she keeps acing these games. It's like she's got the Midas touch, but instead of gold, it's pachinko balls. If only we could have all of her luck, we'd solve the world's financial crisis. But oh no, our happy festival bubble is about to burst. The notorious Elite Four, a group of power-hungry student council members, step in to spoil the fun. Can't we just let them enjoy some cotton candy in peace? The Elite Four members throw down the gauntlet, challenging Ryoko to various contests, including some crazy sewing escapades. Honestly, can you imagine how intense Project Runway would be if they sewed with life or death on the line? Tim Gunn would be in a shambles.